Hello,
I will say
guys.
then.
Welcome to Bad People Doing Bad Things. And today, it's of course just me, your host, Nightmare Crypt, joined here today by Damn Dude Industries,
Ministries. What's up?
and then the legend himself, Gare, who made this masterpiece of a movie.
Hmm.
Oh, I can't wait to delve into this.
All right.
You
Go
guys-
deep.
Find out what's going on in your subconscious.
Yeah.
What is it that he said? Your subconscious.
Oh, and he says, "Get me into your psychosis."
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Believe it or
let's
not,
delve into it.
Once we start, I have something special for you. I have a special guest here with me today. Why don't you tell us about your subconscious? Hello.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, is it? Hey, this is me, Ramirez.
Motherfucker just been there this whole time. What the hell?
You just been here?
I've been very sleepy. It's hard living Ramirez life.
Wow.
Pass out
Holy
on
shit.
sidewalk, pass out on bed, pass out on toilets.
Wow.
Anywhere I can pass out,
Wow.
My
Holy
camera's all
shit.
glitching out and everything.
Wow. It's an honor.
Yes, I am
Ramirez.
clean shaven, there's no facial hair today.
Just
With the
legendary.
With the goddamn crickets or whatever. Cockroach.
But yes,
Wow.
this is my regular voice now.
Wow.
Oh, you're normal. Wow, that's possible.
Garrett and I are very excited to watch the film with you all.
Wow.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is
Man,
this just went from like
I
did not expect that one.
Yep. Ramirez is here.
Yeah, we'll have to get 2 chairs so Garrett and I can both sit in.
Yep.
Gotta move some
Wow.
stuff around.
It's actually
Where's
really
the
You
company?
seriously
cool.
waited till the
Right.
stream. That's crazy.
Yeah, we literally didn't know this, so like that's flabbergasted.
That's
Oh shit. Okay.
that's crazy.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, I don't
Wait.
know what I did. I'm just trying to get everything back to how I had it. There we go.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was just posting the stream and then that shit just happened.
Yeah, same here. I was getting everything all set up and then bam. Alright, you guys ready?
Yes. Yes.
Ready.
Let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
Let's do it.
See if I
I really dig the the warning to try to warn us what's about to happen.
Yeah.
constant statistic violence. Oh, inexplicable quantum assembly. Thank you all for producing this film.
Yes.
Of course.
See, I'm gonna turn this down slightly. There we go.
Hello.
So, are there any questions in the chat?
I'm Reverend Phyllis, and you are watching the God Saw You Do That Network channel.
Can't wait to see what people say in the chat.
Believes that it would be unkind of myself to present this depiction of speculative true events without a word of friendly warning.
Reverend Phyllis.
We are about to unveil the story of Hishkenstein, a man of Satan.
The
He
done.
sought to create a film in his own image. Bad people doing bad
Where do you
things.
guys
It is
use
one
to
of the
film
most sinful
this?
stories ever told. It
Oh, we
contains
use a,
factors of exploitation, sex.
Oh man, what did we use?
Oh, that scene specifically?
Yeah,
I think it
camera
would
did we
kill
use for that scene?
Yes,
As
it
a
looks so
camera.
like old school, you know? It looks like old footage, like actual old
Oh,
footage.
Yeah, no, it's in the edit though.
That's what we shot the film on digital, but then we used filters, and then we took the filters, and then we refaked it into a VHS machine to make it look like it was shot on 16 millimeter.
Wow.
Hmm.
You guys
I
really
would never
got it.
been known.
Damn.
Yep.
You guys did a really good job in that. 'Cause it looks like actual old footage.
Yeah, that was the goal. We wanted to feel like the old And like I said, Super 8, Super 16, like as you said, almost like mock snuff.
Oh
to
yeah.
It has like this lost tape vibe.
I forgot that I described it as mock snuff at one point.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dogman, got him.
This intro is very Rocky Horror inspired with naming the characters versus the actors.
I really love the way that you guys did this like credit sequence as well. It's just like has a style to it, you know?
Yeah, it's simple but effective.
Yeah.
Very stylized.
I saw that flash for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, that's new. I think.
That is new.
This reminds me of something you'd watch in like a true crime like program or something.
Yeah, that was the goal here. We wanted it to feel almost, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, this is almost like a pseudo world Texas Chainsaw Massacre film with that original movie. You could say that this takes place in that world if you wanted to, because it has a similar look to it, the way that we shot it.
It really does. Like it has like that same grainy look to it and everything.
It's
Looks like it
sexy.
was made by the villains. Yes, of course it's sexy. The cold talisman.
No, I'll never forget the balls and everything.
Oh boy. I would never forget.
You know, I have to ask, during this scene, like, when you were told to do this, just what's going through your mind to even prepare for this?
I want to know
Dude,
this.
like this, that scene was really crazy because that trailer we were using, like, it's like a friends of a friends trailer that no one was supposed to use, so it was like extra sketchy. We had like only 1 or 2 days to use it before someone came home. And so it was like, let's just get the footage, while we can, because it's a perfect little trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that trailer's destroyed now. It's not
it
there
doesn't
anymore.
exist.
So
Oh wow.
it's in history, though.
Yeah, Hishkenstein history.
But to answer your question, though, I mean, it's just so much fun to, act like a fool, act crazy,
Unhinged.
kind of
Yeah.
gross, but also kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants to grow up to be like Ramirez.
Golf's on top of
I don't remember.
everything.
Now we're trying to get this movie into Sunday schools,
Yeah. Really educate the children about
Good movie, coming.
How did that go?
Ramirez. That's a good one. Oh God, no. No, it was like Will. His family's with the church.
I want to know,
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely
that's a good one. Like,
I don't know what it is.
how did you guys come up with that phrase?
Good story.
Jacket, but
It's got a good story.
I think he's
on
a
that.
good
Yeah.
who didn't think
I
it was a good
lived in
egg
Spain
were the
for a bit,
actresses in our last picture.
and I lived with a host family.
What was the name of that?
And my host family would they were Catalan, and they were great people. They still are great. Keep in contact. And one of the things that we would say when we were talking to each other is, we want to go here. There's this one over here. And they would say these certain euphemisms that I always thought were funny, because they'd say the word, but they wouldn't know the context of the word. So when we were talking about this is a good movie, they would say, "Oh, it's a good one." I'm like, "Yeah." I just thought, what if we gave like that to this goofy character, and then having them just really draw it out. It's like, wow, and it's like Ramirez doesn't really have the accent. He doesn't really have any specific accent. It's like a mixture of like different things from around the world. Some people say it's Spanish, some people say it's Japanese, some people say it's French. It doesn't really have an identity like Ramirez does. He's almost like somebody you would see selling you a car in Florida. It's like some guy out in Florida.
Well, I'm glad we could get there. And by the way, thank you for all the censoring for that lesbian part. That was great. Love that.
Yeah, of course. That was literally the first shoot that we did. It was the craziest shoot that we did.
Super fun.
It was a perfect shoot.
Once
too.
we did that shoot, we're like, okay, we can do the rest of the movie.
Yeah, we can do anything.
Yeah,
Bro, snake and
because
everything.
because I was gonna say, like, how is it to, like, ask someone to even do a scene like that, and like, was it like awkward at first, or was it just kind of like,
It was fun.
I got it.
Everyone had a great time. It was like it was funny because you'd expect a set like that. Oh, here's a new scene right here.
I'm loving
I
the
do
red.
love the like red like filters over it and stuff.
Hello? What? Is he being gagged right now? I'm so sorry, Christians. Every single one, I'm so sorry. Just look away. Just pretend it's not
I can't watch this.
happening.
But going back to that Lesbian Witches thing, like that day was like the most fun, one of the most fun we had on set, because everyone, regardless of the fact that there was nudity and that there were snakes and there were even cut scenes with spiders, with tarantulas and cockroaches that we didn't do.
Oh man, I hate spiders so much.
I know, I do too. But we cut those scenes because it didn't fit. However, that scene, that day, like everybody had an absolute blast. Like there was so much laughing. It was just like, I don't know, it was a real joy that day on set. Everybody was having a good time.
That sounds like a really fun set to be on.
It was fun.
Yeah, no like
That
judging
first-
or anything.
No, it was just like opening movie excitement. It's like, we're here, this is day one. We're gonna like do this crazy scene and we're all gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, that's how you make a movie. You have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
1970s
Sexy.
sexy.
Yeah. We didn't want to feel tied to having it in any specific year. We just wanted it to all be one love letter to the 70s. So we said, we'll just call it 1970 sex scene. All different elements from different years. Just kind of stuff them all into one year and call it 1970 sex scene.
I like the idea behind that.
Now this scene, I got questions for this scene. I got
Oh
some
yes.
questions. Alright. The obvious one is, before it even happens,
Yeah.
what's going on with him getting off by him and shit? That's something I need
Yeah.
explained.
Yeah,
I
mean,
just
you gotta sometimes sleep your way to the top in Hollywood, right?
Yep.
so all the characters are bisexual in this.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All the characters are just everything.
Well, they just want to
sexual
get
in
what they
this.
want,
Yeah.
and that's. I mean, this is honestly one of my favorite scenes.
What's
The
with the cap on
dialogue.
his head, by the way? Like, was
That's his yarmulke.
yeah.
I mean, it
It's
looks
his
like one of
makeshift
those.
yarmulke.
It looks
Came in,
like a.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you can go.
He came in trying to sway Hess because Hess is Jewish and he's his producer. So he thought if he could come in wearing a yarmulke, he would get more money.
Oh,
He ended
okay.
up offending him even more and pissing him off. So he blames it on Flank Steak and says it's his idea, which is just even illustrates how much of a piece of shit Ramirez is. So
Do you have any idea how offensive it is to somebody?
he literally made it with a styrofoam ball and rubber band. So it's
Yeah,
That's
'cause when I
exactly
saw
what
this,
I
I was a
thought.
little confused about that. I'm like, wait, what?
yeah, the
It's,
man
yeah,
of
a
culture.
styrofoam ball. Kind of looks like a titty.
It does.
Like
It
just a
does.
breast without the nipple.
Yep.
And then Flank Steak's just like, I love it, Ramirez.
Yeah, that smile right there is like so gold.
Yeah.
Flank Steak's just always in. He's just always on 100%. He's his buddy. He's his DP. He's his biggest fan. Maybe his lover. Nobody really knows. It's kind of like that's another mystery. It's like, what is Flank Steak's deal?
I mean,
I can only
technically,
say I love it, Ramirez. Why is that the only thing he says?
It's
I
gonna
was
be a
gonna say,
spin-off series.
Yeah.
Just call it I love
Yeah,
Ramirez.
Yep.
I love the story.
Ramirez
Donald
was
should
making
use him.
Flank Steak earlier.
McDonald's
Yeah,
should
he-
use him for I'm loving it, and then show the end of the movie, and then advertise Big Macs and say I'm loving it, Ramirez.
Oh, dude, yes.
Well, so Flank Steak is like the buddy, in the buddy comedy world.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Harry to the Lloyd Christmas of Dumb and Dumber. You know,
Ah,
Beavis to the Butthead.
he's the Morty to his Wick.
Yep,
Yeah.
correct. Butters to his Cartman.
Yeah.
Yeah, the balls to
Oh
his dick.
boy, this part. Oh boy.
No, and I'm so mad because I didn't even see the balls at first in my reaction, and I left it in there, and I was like, no, I didn't know.
You should have seen the
Right,
reaction
noticed.
to people's reaction to this.
I know it's like last second, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Can't wait for the team to get taken down. It's gonna be great.
I would like to say it's professional. Usually because there's money involved. Okay, that was a lie. Usually there's no money involved, but we're striving to do better about that. So.
Just imagining, like, when we shot this scene, it was like 100 degrees. So that sweat
Oh,
you see is
boy.
real.
Really? Oh,
It was
wow.
that hot. Yeah, it was like, you just always imagine, like, in the back of our heads, just imagine how bad everyone in this movie smelled in this world. Like, how bad
Oh,
they
boy.
smell.
It like smelled through the screen, kind of.
Yeah, you really can.
Yeah, we filmed this in literally a storage unit.
Yep, we filmed it and we turned it, and that was part of the joke, is we said that his Ramirez bankrupted him so that his office is this, like, piece of shit now. But literally, we were filming in a piece of shit. So.
That's hilarious.
Do you think we'll ever get like a backstory of how they met, or like a flashback or anything like that?
Of who? Ramirez and the producer, or Ramirez and
Yeah,
Frankston?
yeah. The producer and
Well, I will say some context to this stuff in one of the movies for sure, so a little bit more. But it's still different enough to you could say it's not, but you could line it up with this and say that it makes sense. But it's hard because I'm trying to give you guys stuff without actually giving you guys stuff, but also like
yeah.
it's
Just giving us enough, you know?
enough. Yeah. You know, Jed and Lyle William Marshall, they're based off
Tell me everything you know.
Mendez brothers, which were two serial killers not serial killers, they were two killers who killed both of their parents for money.
Wow.
They based them off of that, yeah.
So at least it's based off of something like kind of real.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to actually credit the killers, you know, because that's what these movies do. They give them credit, and a lot of killers, you know, watch these documentaries, they're narcissists. They love the attention.
They like kind of thrive on that attention.
Exactly. So why give it then? Let's make them look like, you know, complete wankers. Like that's kind of the goal here. Let's not glorify what they do. I mean, they trying to illustrate here with this disgusting scene that, like, yeah, it's not glamorized, it's gross. You know, it's
Yeah.
I feel like this scene's going on a little longer than before. I don't know if that's the
women and children.
about it.
really
I would say
hammers it in.
like some tones of this movie also reminds me of like, you know, the Manhunt series, like the Manhunt games.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, some parts of this movie do remind me of that.
Totally. I can see where you get that. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of those games.
Very well, I mean, this was very, you know, inspired by like Manson footage from the 70s, you know, of the Sharon Tate murders and the LaBianca murders is very inspired by that. Animation is very, you know, Monty Python.
Oh man, I love the animation. It's so good. It's just I love the style of it, you know.
I get you.
It's not like too clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Some serial killers.
I love it.
I really like that cloud shot.
Yeah, I do. Well, it's very grindhouse. It's very like, okay, we're in the open countryside now, the grindhouse part of the movie.
There's a lot of pretty scenes in this. Like even
really
like going
are.
to the field and flowers and stuff, and like it's crazy that this movie kind of can be very gross at times, but then very pretty.
Yeah.
This scene was crazy.
Oh, this one?
Oh, on the backstory.
Yeah, we were. So it's a pretty well-known house. It's like on the map of one of the most like haunted houses in Oregon. However, it is still private property. When we were there, like the owner like drove his F-150 truck at us.
Really?
I got super pissed off that we were there.
Wow.
We were like, okay, man, like we're leaving. So we go back to our car.
We thought we were gonna die. It's funny because I told him we were
Wow.
filming a nature documentary, and then you have these two guys dressed like this.
So, like, what
What
kind of
the fuck
nature
are you
documentary is this?
What the hell?
Right before we left, he came back and apologized to us. He said, "Go ahead and use the property."
It was the weirdest
So
turnaround.
weird.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
the
that's so
weirdest thing.
weird.
Here's a new scene.
I don't know why. I just found that so funny the way he fell there.
Oh, yeah, he's a derp.
It's like he fell into a whole new world.
Oh, yeah.
We wanted this too to kind of give a little bit more context to the motives of the killers. You know, with the dog.
Licking it.
It ties the whole dog thing together of them viewing the killers viewing people like dogs that need to be euthanized, and that man and animal aren't really any different.
Wow. I really like the underlying tones that you guys really went for this film. There's so much to it.
There's a lot of, culty stuff that was very, like we did a lot of research. I mean, we did a lot of, true crime research, a lot of horror research, a lot of, biblical text research, things like that to be put into the movie.
I definitely appreciate that about this.
Oh, it's just a shovel.
This was the shovel they did it with. Or it is just a shovel.
Or it's just a shovel.
But I speculate that this was truly the shovel.
I really
Yeah,
like
I love
this
this
shot.
shot.
Yeah, I do too.
I like how
I
like
love
the
the
blue,
feel
like it
about it.
contrasts with his outfit. I really like that.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it's a cool shot. It's one of my favorite shots in the movie.
This sounds like new.
It is. And probably foreskin.
Oh, hey, it's, yeah.
This looks like a Tool music video.
See, like, the transitions, I really fucking, like, love that. Like, even this right here, is this just, like, something that someone animated or drew, or...
I actually animated that. Yeah.
Really?
How'd you do that?
I wanted it feeling very, like we're going into a 70s porn or something. Like, wavy. Oh god, this character. Yeah, that's, that was like our second
Oh.
shoot.
Well,
Yeah, this guy.
No, this was actually our first shoot. That was
Was
successful.
this the first one? I thought this came after the Lesbian Witches shoot that we did.
I think this footage with
Because
him is the first one we did.
when we filmed the shoot, there's a shot where he licked a shovel, and he was like bedbound sick for weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Correct. And we didn't tell him to lick the shovel. He just went for it.
Wow.
He licked that shovel, and God knows what was on that shovel. But he got really sick.
Don't lick things that you're not supposed to lick.
Yeah, don't do those stupid
I-
COVID licking challenges.
I'm definitely
I'm
not.
surprised that...
It is a crazy
I'm
place.
surprised he just kind of did it. It didn't, like, clean off a spot or something.
Yeah.
I think we were having too good of a time.
Method acting.
People just feel like, oh, we're having so much fun. Let's just do whatever.
We're invincible.
Yeah.
This is just a film.
If you're crazy, they're just like, I'm not gonna mess with that guy. You know, when Miss Barry.
This is important to me, these sequences, because it's very Blair Witch inspired.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you were saying?
Very, we wanted to
Yeah, that's the most important scene.
we wanted to expand upon we wanted to expand upon the territory by having the locals, because we felt like it added like a historical, like Legend of Foggy Creek, like folklore element to everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it makes it feel like ingrained in, like, you know, the local legend, you know?
Yeah. I really like the idea beyond that.
What do you know about Sabrina Loomis Jensen? She was this pretty nice girl, but, kind of shy,
Never heard of her. Just got to this town.
Just got here, man.
But I can feel it.
These guys are just totally out of it, these two characters. It's almost like they're in a different movie.
Yeah.
I love this shot,
Actually, what
how
happened there?
ridiculously close they are.
Oh yeah. They are like really like close to each
They
other.
might as well just kiss.
Everyone
That
in this
would've been kinda
movie,
funny
yeah,
if you-
everyone in this movie is just banging each other.
Sloppy Jade? Well,
Yeah, I think that's what I said in my reaction. I was like, there's so
Yeah.
much sex.
It really is.
There's a
Like,
lot.
there's implied sex, there is sex, there's just like everybody. It's very inclusive, you know, no matter like what your sexuality is or who you are, like everyone in this movie's banging each other at some point, so I mean everybody's gonna gravitate towards it.
Hell horny.
Yeah, exactly. It's the 70s, everybody was horny in the 70s, you know? It's
Definitely.
It's in love, man.
Sex.
Yeah.
I like things that are real. I like real.
Love, not war.
Oh,
What's
definitely.
Peanut butter
Words to live by.
Oh yeah. Don't you just love peanut butter queens? That.
Can I get a definition for that?
Yeah, by the way, to add some context, that's poop in his teeth. And that's poop on his face. That's why the character's named Shit Eater Peter.
What the? Oh my god. I thought it was dirt.
I didn't want to
He's
believe
spearing
that.
shit in his teeth. Yeah. He's eating cow shit, and that's why he's saying he wants to give Ramirez a fudge pop in a Florida summer, because he wants to eat his booty hole.
I'm not
Oh,
I'm not eating
boy.
tonight. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I might lose half my dinner now that I know all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love this scene because I love
Yeah.
how the music kind of goes with it. Like,
So
Yeah.
dramatic.
Where'd you get the
Yeah.
music? Like, did you guys make it?
Well, yeah, we had a composer work on the music, and we wanted it to feel like very like old school. He used samples of this in another movie that he worked on, but then he reformatted it for our movie, and then did like this old like grindhouse old school monster movie type sound to the
Yeah.
soundtrack. Like it doesn't feel like a modern soundtrack. It feels very old school.
It also reminds me of like Ren and Stimpy a little bit. Like, it has that like
Yeah.
old like cartoony sound to it, you know?
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's dope.
Oh, totally. Scene for some reason really I mean, not for some reason, I know why, but this scene really freaks a lot of people out. Whenever we
Really?
showed it to
I mean-
people, the scene just makes a lot of people uncomfortable. I'll tell you, we used the same type of cameras that they used to shoot Midsummer for this scene. So if you feel any
Really?
Midsummer vibes here, it's because it's that, you know, it's that bizarre folklore, almost like middle of the English countryside feel.
I mean,
Dog
is
Man.
there?
I like this scene a lot, though. It's so cool.
It's just everything about it is wrong. That's the point. Like, why are they there? Why does Ramirez say that they're cats when they're clearly fucking dogs? Like,
Yeah, because I was
this
gonna
guy-
say like,
why can he only say one thing?
Yeah.
Is the dude at the table? You know, like what's? Why does he not use a fork for the cake? Like, because all he does is eat. He just consumes.
and there here comes this motherfucker.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I just
Right
like
here.
something about the dog. I just really, I don't know. It's just so cool to me.
Scary.
Yeah.
I think he freaks people out because it's just like, yeah, it's cool, I guess, but I don't know. There's just something. I think it's the color palette and it's the fact that Dalmatians are like a Rorschach test.
Oh yeah.
Make cool. You know.
Because I was gonna say, is there like? So I can go on.
Because when he pops up like that, it's almost like we shot the angle to feel like it's confronting, like it's looking at you. You know, it's like
Oh,
you
the
are
teeth.
experiencing this, so that makes it more frightening.
I
Boy,
definitely
that
feel
dog
like I'm
has messed up
experiencing
teeth.
Yeah, his teeth are fucked up.
it. Okay,
Poor
so
Ramirez
was there any like inspiration for this scene, or was it just kind of like, oh, let's just come up with the most bonkers thing we can think of?
It's very Holy Mountain. If you've ever heard of the movie The Holy Mountain, it's very altered states.
I've never
There's a
heard of it
dance scene
before.
in here where they're dancing up on the hill. It's actually a little homage to one of my favorite movies of all time called Harold and Maude.
Harold and Maude.
It's a 70s rom-com kind of, but it's a good movie. But
I'll
even in
check it
that
out.
scene, you'll notice Ramirez's mustache is upside down on his face. It's not even put on his face, right?
Oh
Was
wow.
that a mistake, or was that on purpose?
No, I mean that was just to see like how many people would notice. Ramirez. I mean, it's because Ramirez's facial hair is always supposed to never be right because it's ridiculous and fake, and it's kind of us making fun of like bad hair pieces and bad facial hair in like the 70s, and like going.
I love all this animation. Like this claymation's so cool.
Yeah.
I love the claymation.
It's so cool.
I like that it shoots back to like what's happening to him, so you get both perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that scene just makes me like forget what happened the rest of the film.
Mm-hmm. It's like
we've entered a new
Queen
world.
Slate.
That was like, this is basically our transition from the end of the second act into the third act, because it's like at the end of the second act, what happens that is going to feed into the conclusion of the film. Like what is the stepping off point? And that's where we get our prison sequence and our end sequence. That's
where was this prison sequence shot at? Where did you shoot this at? The scene.
Shot this in our city in a abandoned. It was like apartment storage or something. It was like they had this massive freight elevator. We wanted to find a building that would be believable enough as an actual federal prison.
Mm-hmm. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, the elevator reminded me out of something from like Aliens, with the way that it blares and it just like starts loading stuff up.
Yeah.
He's actually one of my favorite characters, the cop, the warden, because how he tries to justify that what he's doing is good. It's like, yeah, these guys are bad, but you're also a bad person by doing this to them. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like you really know better.
Yeah, exactly. So like, no matter, everybody in this movie is some veil of a bad person.
I mean, it's about bad people doing bad things.
Yeah.
Everyone's self-righteous. He's kind of cult leader mentality where he makes it feel like if you don't believe in what you believe in what he believes, you're gonna go to hell, which I'm sure we all know some people like that. He brings that that prideful energy. A lot of the characters in this movie are like kind of based on the Seven Deadly Sins.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
I mean, flank steak is gluttony,
I actually noticed. I actually noticed on the IMDb earlier that the Reverend, his real life last name is Ramirez.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
I thought that was funny.
Funny
He's
how
a
that
really
works.
good friend of ours, and he just him and Flank Steak in real life, they did some acting classes together. But he's just such a unique person,
And they went to your same college.
Yeah.
I did done.
Yeah, I love that line so much.
This is actually cool. So, yeah, body doubles. Flank Steak and I are actually the body doubles in this scene.
Really?
And the person.
So yeah, that's Flank Steak, and then this is me hitting Garrett with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
While
and I'm
That
like
must
wearing
have felt good.
shin guards and like wearing
he has shin guards, and I'm just like trying to hit the most and least of him at the same time. Just so funny. You're standing up and you're like.
I also love this right here. This claymation.
Yeah, this is cool. It almost looks like something you could eat.
It's just so fluid.
Yeah, I was gonna say something like this fluid and like smooth. Like, was that like a long process, or because I know you have to like take like a picture every single frame.
We collaborated with our animator. You can actually you should give him a follow on Instagram because he works on a lot of like professional music videos, but. Ty Tunes is his name, Tyler Tunes, but he's a great stop motion animator. He does a lot of like analog horror stop motion animation.
Really?
So the type of stuff you would see on like r/cryptids and stuff like that. Like he does a lot of his own stuff in that department. So, but yeah, I gave him the storyboards and what we wanted and how we wanted things to look and how the gore to look. And this is if you're wondering why Jed year later has that burn on his face is because she puts like a mixture of bleach and chemicals in the squirt gun and blasts him in the face with it, and it's
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
chemical burn that's on his face.
Hmm. Well, Tyler definitely did a good job on that clay animation. It
Definitely.
looks just like I don't know if you watched it, but for the Child's Play 2019 advertising, they did like a claymation for a few,
I remember that.
and it looks just like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you're exactly what you're talking about.
Each time we get those animations while making the movie, it was like very motivating to be like, damn, like this is like such a great piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna implement.
It really makes the movie stand out than just being a
Definitely.
regular, you know.
There's
just
so
being
much
really
like
inspired.
style to it.
Yeah. Well, I remember just being really inspired for this type of movie because once I took a trip to Salem, Massachusetts.
So
Because we went to a film festival in Boston.
Yeah, Flank Steak. Wyatt, he had a film in a film festival in Boston.
Yeah, and we went and saw the premiere, and then they left, and I decided to stay a little longer, and I took a train to Salem, and so infatuated with all like the creepy occult stuff, and I wanted to like, use that as like a back burner as the influence for this movie. Like have this like twisted, occulty, satanic panic vibe underneath everything.
What do you want? I'm busy.
What? Busy? What do you mean busy? What?
this is different.
I'm painting
I like I
This is a
like
really
how
cool
this is,
shot.
It's very Breaking Bad.
Oh, dude, I love Breaking
Oh,
Bad.
really? Oh, I should have gotten that.
Dude, Breaking
It's
Bad's
very
a
like
great
Better
show.
Call Saul ish. That's the look of it.
Yeah, telephone in the middle of nowhere.
How'd you guys even find that?
You drove to the middle of nowhere.
Driving
Really?
around, man. Driving around.
Confession needs more than a
Doctors seek salvation.
I'm talking names,
Just kind of looked around.
zodiac signs, etc.
Oh, we
Thought you
went
guys
out to
were
the
the-
Dalles. We went to the Dalles because I knew a spot that would emulate the look of the Hollywood Hills. It would create the Hollywood Hills, and the movie takes place basically all along the north coast. And we wanted the movie to feel like it, like one big road trip, you know, along like Highway 101, basically.
Did I promise?
The Seinfeld, nice detail.
See that?
Yeah.
That's why I like you. That was a test.
Camera's rolling at the right time.
Fucker. I knew you still had your balls. I'll get it to you ASAP.
Oh, it's been good doing business with you. Flank Steak, it's time to celebrate.
Oh, this scene.
Oh yeah.
And here we go.
Oh
Everyone's
boy.
favorite scene.
No, I'm sure
Happiest,
it was.
the happy ending of all happy endings.
Oh yeah, happy ending for sure.
Yeah.
Oh boy. The way his eyes are rolled in the back of his head. Oh my lord.
Yep.
And they're wearing his goddamn mask. Like he's
Yeah.
such a, like you said, narcissist. Like he just wants
Is that
to
like
see
a-
himself.
I hear like honking sounds.
Wait, wait.
What the? What? What are you doing? You should not be stopping.
I want to be in movie.
Oh, you will be in movie. You'll be in my pretty picture. But don't be ridiculous. You should be doing this.
Then why aren't we filming?
We are always filming the Ramirez movie. Don't worry, you be in picture, but you must have.
You're
the
filming
balls
right now.
like me first.
That was a little meta moment.
Yes, yes. See, don't be like stupid actresses. Now let's get back
Wait,
to work.
don't call my sister the stupid one. Also, are we getting paid this time?
Now, this
I like
is
that
what
she
you
like
pay,
defended
huh?
his sister. That was a nice
Yeah,
touch.
but it also adds some context saying that they're sisters, what makes
Let's
it
get
kind of
back to
even
work on
grosser.
my family.
Oh yeah.
Actually, yeah. Come to think of it, that I don't know why I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. As
Another
more to
slapping,
it, though.
slapping her, you know, with the flank steak. It's a phallic symbol. And
Oh boy.
actually used a pig squeal for that sound.
Oh jeez. That just. Oh boy. That makes me
I went
like,
out.
hurt.
Yeah,
down there.
it was so easy for them to just whip it off.
Yeah, just
Oh,
shit.
barehandedly ripped his cock right off.
It's like a fatality or something.
Yeah.
No one knows where the mad movie maker went. Did he live or was he spent? All we can confirm and can never deny, Hirschkenstein lives inside you and died.
Lives within
Rent
all of
free.
us. Oh, definitely.
Free. It's so ridiculous.
And the fact that like they stepped on it and he can still feel it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's attached to him still, if that makes sense.
He's just
Yeah.
heartbroken over the mutilation of his testicles.
Come on, sister.
Just claim to fame, you know. All he talked about was his balls the whole time. There they are, just being mashed to putty in front of
Oh
him.
boy,
This
it's
is
like
one
mashed
of my
potatoes
favorite
now.
Like, it's like, how do you even go? Like, how do you even continue forward after this? How do you?
I mean, I'd say Ramirez takes a major L. At the end
He
of this
really
movie,
does.
But maybe he needed that. Maybe that
He did.
really gave him like some insight and realization on some things. Blech. Freaking-
Oh boy.
See, if I was Blank Steak's friend in this situation, you lost all my respect after this. Like,
Yeah.
I can't look at you the same way.
I mean, Flank Stick doesn't like to waste anything, you know. I mean,
Oh, definitely. It doesn't seem like it is.
he's a true, eco-friendly.
I'm sure, Alex, you and him really bonded over this scene.
Oh, I bet.
Everyone that worked on this film, we all bonded. Maybe
Yeah.
too much. But
Oh, yummy.
Oh, you can hear like the crunch and everything.
Yep.
God, it's still so cringy to watch, even though I've seen this 1,000 times.
Balls hurt, bro. Ew.
You see like the stuff on the camera and everything.
Yeah, that was we had to get that in there because he accidentally choked, and I'm like, we can't not use that shot. I mean, that's so gross.
You accidentally jumped up on balls. Wow. What a great uncut version.
Man.
I do like all the added like little touches in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There's like, it sounds like there's a lot of thought put into this.
Mhm.
And I really like
Lots
that
of
about
thought.
this. This is like
Acted there.
I am curious, like you said that you animated like all of this, like did you like what did you like use to really animate that?
I animated I myself only animated the interview time thing. That's what I only animated. We had a bunch of other animators work on like the claymation. We had an animator for 2D animation, which I gave them storyboards for. So I created the storyboards and I told them what we wanted and what we needed. And when they would send me stuff, I would say, "Hey, this is great, but let's do this. I'm not vibing with this, but I do vibe with this. Let's keep this and get rid of that." You know.
oh, okay, I see.
So whenever there was claymation, I'd be like, that would be the same thing. But I played around with the title card of the interview time. A lot of this other stuff like this, what you're looking at right now, like I animated the groovy color things. But
Yeah.
the fluid editing, the fluent, that is all Rocco Zevenberg. And he had his, and I highly recommend you guys check it out at some point because it's an awesome flick. And he's shooting his new feature film right now. It's called I Need You Dead. And he shot that, and that was premiered a couple years ago. It's all about identity, horror, and the horrors of making a movie. But he did the editing for this, and he was the one that gave it that quick, quirky, fast cut feel that you see. He understood the language when I was telling him about it. We went through a lot together making this movie. And he understood that I wanted it to feel like this unhinged, almost late night Adult Swim / Lost Satanic Panic tape vibe, and he understood that, and he really hit that on the head with the editing. So all the editing and those like fast cuts, like he deserves all the praise for that because he did such a good job with that.
Yeah, it definitely paid off in the end.
Oh, definitely.
Is that it, or do we get like an end credit scene like Marvel?
There's no
Oh,
end credits.
imagine.
Ramirez Hitchkinstein will return, and that's all I can say. I mean, I guess you can view that the teaser that I sent you guys is our end credit scene, but
Oh.
I mean, I could put it on real quick if you don't mind.
Dark, yeah. Sorry, what?
I was just saying I could put it on real quick if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I know you guys haven't seen it yet, so this will be your first reaction to it.
Yeah.
This
Definitely.
is the other trailer. That's not the that's the Bad People trailer.
So hey, Charles, What's up?
Oh, so that I said that's right there. The other one, the trailer.
Which one?
Unless you want to play that.
Oh, you guys can still see my screen. Oh,
And
yeah.
you can. I guess we can play the Spooky 74 trailer too, because damn dudes, you say you haven't seen it yet, right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I guess we can show that too, and then we can show Hishkenstein After Dark.
That's what I was looking for.
There's Spooky right there, trailer export.
The one underneath trailer final on the bottom right.
Oh, there we go. All right, you guys ready? All right, I gotta do this. There we go. All right, we set.
Hmm.
Are we ready for this? It
Yes,
looks like
sir.
a portal. It looks like the Evil Dead portal, except it's like yellow.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think we can see it on your thing.
Maybe you guys can't.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh
showing
no.
up.
I was like,
No.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think I have to fix it. Let's see.
I was like, portal? Like, you in a whole nother dimension, Ron?
Yeah.
I mean, I might be. Let me see. Let me
Then
do a few adjustments.
Yeah, after seeing what we just saw in that movie, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm in another dimension.
You're in a
right
different dimension.
now. People's balls are being ripped out and stomped
Yep.
on.
Lots of genital mutilation.
Yeah.
For the whole
Yeah.
family.
My thing is like weirdly glitched. I don't know why it's doing this. It's very bizarre. Let's
I
see.
think it's as bizarre as that movie. And this trailer.
There we go. I think I fixed it. Did I?
Trailer final. I still just see the. By the
Yeah.
way, you said on Instagram it's Tyler Tunes.
Yeah.
Is it literally just spelled like the word Tyler and Tunes, or is it spelled
I think it's Ty Tunes or it's Tyler Ray.
Let's see. So you guys said you still can't see the trailer?
No, I just see where it says trailer final.
I don't know why it's doing that. That's so weird.
It's High Die Tunes.
iTunes?
Let me
IE.
see.
Tunes.
Oh, I found it. Okay, yeah, he has like a picture of a bunny.
Did a Child's Play animation too.
Yeah, I actually just saw that. Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll give him a
Cool,
follow.
Wait, what's his name again?
Tie
Tie-dye
Dye
Tunes.
Tunes. I can.
Yeah.
He still has those Ramirez and Flank Steaks characters too. You got to keep them.
Let's see if that
Really?
works. Okay, you guys see it now?
Now I can see it.
Yeah,
Yep.
there we go.
Let's
We all
see.
see it?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. All right. Let's make that sucker full screen, I guess.
Yep. I'm just setting up because my thing messed up. It still says trailer final. Okay, wait. It can. I'm going to do that. Let me see.
You gotta
Oh, wait.
click
I
the
see
little
why
gear
it's
to-
doing it. Okay. I have my answer.
I don't know why, but that portal reminds me of the little scenes in Snow White with the not the I know you don't call it a witch, but when she was doing the potions and all that, reminds me of that for some reason.
I was gonna say it reminds me of the What a Cartoon intro.
You guys ready?
Yeah,
Mhm.
we ready.
Mhm.
I'm going to turn up a
Like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Ooh.
In a candy store.
Oh, I like how it was on fire, like a wicker, like you light it on. Okay.
That's so cool. Oh, I like how it pulses there.
Ooh, the glow.
Fish piss.
Fish piss.
I'm gonna turn it down a little
Interesting.
bit so it's easier to hear. I like this
All's
music.
my theory, right?
Comes
Comes a brand new
brand
one.
new
Okay,
one.
okay. Bro, I did. Wow. So okay.
Oh boy! Oh.
I. Wow. Interesting.
Welcome to Hishkenstein After Dark.
Hmm.
Okay. All right.
Oh God.
I'm
Love it.
excited. I'm so excited.
See, I kind of like had that theory where like he's kind of like not a zombie, but maybe like something else. Cause like no one's gonna like come out of like what happened at the end of bad people doing bad things. Like you know, they're not just gonna come out of
Right.
that like normally. So like,
No,
okay,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't spoil anything, but yeah, you shall see.
actually,
Yeah, and it's funny because obviously visually you can tell that this movie looks a little different than Bad People,
mm-hmm.
and kind of like Spooky 74 has a completely different look as well. The look to that movie is completely different.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I like how they have their
I
own
guess
styles.
I guess you could say, you know, he got like a new look, so did the movie. It kind of goes with it. It's
Oh,
like an
yeah.
evolution, I guess you could say.
That's a stylistic change for sure, but it yeah, I'm excited for people to see this one. It's gonna be a good
Yeah,
one.
all that.
Fine.
Why? Like that fucking all that blood coming out of his dick.
Oh,
like,
boy.
looks like a fucking
Ooh.
garden hose.
Jeez. Oh boy.
That'd be gross if flank steak was like on his knees and all of it just squirted on him or something.
Oh, he's like
That'd be
drinking
fucking-
it. Oh boy.
Why would you say that? I don't want to think about that. I almost spit out my fucking Dr. Pepper bomb. Jesus. And it's strawberry and cream. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
You're making it worse.
Strawberry and cream. Two ingredients to make a Ramirez
Oh yeah.
drag.
Yeah.
No, not making this
To make
any
a
better,
Ramirez
Garrett.
slushy.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Okay.
Next topic. Jesus.
Topic is
But-
we got a film tomorrow.
We do. We do got a film tomorrow. And if you want, we can. Last thing we could do here is we could show the Spooky 74 trailer and get a tiny bit more context for that.
Oh, definitely.
I'm down.
Then
I can actually go to that right now. Cause it's on here
Can you?
too, right?
yes, it's funny because we have a reaction compilation too of different people reacting to bad people.
Oh, really?
It's that one right there to the top, right there in the middle.
Trailer
Yep.
export.
Mm,
A month ago.
yeah. Yeah, you can already tell from the look of it.
Different. Hishkenstein and Spooky and Bad People are all different look.
Oh yes.
So like, have you all like since you have a trailer for both, like kind of like both, because
Yeah.
so this is for
Hishkenstein.
The last
yeah.
one, okay.
The last one that you just saw, that's coming out this year.
Yeah.
If that's
This
in
one isn't coming
October,
out for a
right?
bit. Yes.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that a while ago.
Mm.
I'm so excited. Are you ready to watch this trailer?
Yep. Absolutely. I'm ready to get grossed out.
I'm gonna scale this a little more. Alright, let's start.
How do I look? What am I talking about? Of course you love it.
I recognize that. I like the glow up.
The other way, this one kind of reminds me of Terrifier a little bit.
Hey,
Literally what I was about to say,
So
bro.
I normally work 8 hours
Terrifier.
a day, and I kind of need that
I like
to
the
happen.
vibe and the colors and everything.
The way it's filmed. Oh God, I just love the aesthetic and neon light so much.
It's
So sexy.
so cool.
Bandit Terror. Ooh, I hear the little like spooky sounds in the background.
What? Be jazzy, snazzy, and sassy.
I like that.
I know some people who are really into like psychedelic movies that will probably really love
Yeah.
this.
Not the candy corn. What did it do to you?
Oh, this part. I definitely want context on this.
Ooh, I love that. What the fuck?
Like, I want to know what that's all about.
Can't say. I'm sorry.
I can't wait to find out, though. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I won. Man, that one's very different.
I like how
It's gonna
different
feel
that
like
is
a
compared to the
complete
others.
trilogy by the very end. I'm very excited.
Wow. Yeah, I can see it's kind of like each it's cool because not only are they all different, it's almost like you're watching the same thing, but you're not watching the same thing. So it's like
Exactly.
so it's like you know what you're getting yourself into, but you also don't.
Totally. I mean, it's kind of like we want to like these characters, but we want to take them and reinvent them and do something different with them every time. Not just do the same thing. Because, like, yeah, I love sequels too, but you want each movie to feel like it's its own thing and feel like you don't have to watch the other movies. You could if you wanted to, and it would be more fun if you did. But if you watch them just alone as themselves, you would have just as much fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Kishkenstein After Dark will be very much its own thing too. But like I said, it picks up pretty much right after Bad People, as you can see. There's some. I mean, you can tell that Kishkenstein After Dark. It's still goofy. It's a little more. It's goofy and over the top, but you can tell there's a lot of blood still. And we have different animation in there as well. But, Spooky 74 is a whole different beast. So it's like they're all different types of films. So
I'm super excited for that. I like how each one is its own thing and its own experience, and sets them apart from each other. And I feel like more franchises should definitely go down that route.
Oh, I agree with you.
Sets them apart.
I am 100% on board with you.
It makes it more fun to watch them too.
Yeah, we strive for that. We do unfortunately have to start getting ready for a set soon. So we are limited on time, Alex and I.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
this was a lot of fun.
Oh yes.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Great, and this is an amazing opportunity. And like I said, I can't wait to share more details with you guys in the future.
Yes.
And I can't wait for you to experience the ride of Kishkenstein After Dark this year, and then look forward to Spooky 74.
I cannot wait.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of great content coming up.
Thank you so much for
appreciate
joining
you
us.
guys were able to do this.
Yeah, and if you thought Bad People was crazy, well, just wait till you see this one. If you thought you were overstimulated when you saw what you saw in Bad People, well, just wait till you see some of the stuff that happens in this, and it's gonna be a party. Greatest way I can describe it. It's one big Halloween party.
I'm here for it.
It's a monster match.
Hell yeah!
It's on Flash.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have a girlfriend because I'm about to get fucking a hard on from all this shit.
Oh boy.
I'm sure Ramirez would appreciate that.
Yes, it's the best type of hard on, you know.
Yes, 1970s sexy, like they say.
God, man, but yeah, just thank you guys again for this, especially you coming on, Alex. Like I still can't. Like that was such a shock. Like
oh yes.
Yeah, it was a good surprise.
Yeah,
that was a perfect surprise.
It was last minute. It was last minute for me too, so I was happy it all worked out.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said yes because this was awesome.
Yes.
This has been
definitely
an honor.
added it to it. Oh well,
I
would hope
again.
it. Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we will. October for us is going to be pretty crazy because we're lining up not just the movie, but we're doing some other things with Bad People as well that might surprise you. So we'll keep you up to dates on that.
The deets.
But there's a lot of stuff going on surrounding the movie, and we're very excited for the premiere. And we'll have to work something out where you guys can be part of it because I want that to happen. And you guys have been so supportive of these characters and these movies. So I will say look forward to cool stuff coming.
Oh man, I'm ready.
Well, can't wait for the opportunity, and we'll continue to support because
definitely.
I mean, it's been a good one so far.
It has been
a great one.
Yeah, big one. And thanks for checking out Home Trip. I'm glad you got to watch that today and you had a good time with it.
Yeah, actually, if you have a second to answer it, I'm curious. Like, is Home Trip pretty much just a story about like a guy, like the entity, I guess you could say, is like kind of like a past lover, and it's like he's haunted by her in some way? Is that kind of like the story we're going?
You could say that. It's very Eraserhead. It's very like Mulholland Drive. It's
I like
inspired
that.
by David Lynch. But kind of
I
like
got that vibe.
past lover, but also like it's implied that like whoever this person was, we don't know if the person was like, is there an inhuman quality to this person? Is this like is this trauma from his past? Are we? Is it from the? Is it even from really his perspective, or is it from the woman's perspective? Um, what? Why does she look the way that she does? You know, and the dialogue is very cryptic for a reason. Like I'm very like cryptic with my story writing and the way that I unveil things. I guess you can kind of see that in Bad People, but um, Trip, there's a lot of like little things where you can read into the dialogue and be like, I wonder what that is. And there is an underlying thing, but I try and create it so that anybody can interpret it whatever way they want and have it be entertaining to them.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Home
I'm
Trip's
glad I
really
checked
good.
that out.
Yeah, I'm glad you saw it. I'm glad you because that's kind of what honestly put us on the map in
I
terms of just
never
being creators.
you sending that to me when I saw about making my first short. You're like, you should check this out, and I watched it. I really liked how cryptic and like psychedelic it was.
Yeah,
And very like
that's definitely our style.
psychological as well.
Definitely my
I loved
style.
it.
I like to like do like bizarre psychedelic type stuff, like have that be a part of the horror that makes people feel thrown off, you know.
Yeah.
Like a bad trip. Yeah.
A bad
trip.
home trip.
Bad home trip.
A
Yep.
bad home trip.
So there's definitely a trip involved in there for sure.
Bad trip
Definitely.
home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we've got to get going because we've got a massive shoot tomorrow that we have to prepare for, and a lot of people. But this was a lot of fun, and we really appreciate being able to do this with you.
Of course.
And we look forward to doing it again.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun and an honor to do all this. This was, man, I had so much fun.
Cool. All right, we'll see you guys around.
Yeah, definitely. And I hope
Absolutely,
you guys
guys.
have fun on set.
In there and keep staying awesome, and yeah, we will. It's going to be crazy. All right.
Yes.
Peace out, guys.
See ya.
Peace.
Keep it real.
Yeah, keep on slashing. They're already gone, but
Keep on sliding.
man,
Keep
that
it
was
real.
before we close this out, man. That was fun.
What a ride! Like I never thought.
My adrenaline's pumping from that, dude. That was so much fun.
Yeah, it's we've never gotten to do anything like that, and that was definitely for that was great. I really hope we get to do that again.
Oh, definitely. Gare,
Yeah,
and Alex were both super fun to do this
God,
with.
like right when he was like, "Oh, I have a surprise," and he looked over, I'm like,
Oh,
I
man.
know what's about to happen right now, and it.
Honestly, I had no idea what to expect. So I was like, I wonder what he's talking about. And then I was like, wow, man, that was so much fun though. I had such a blast.
Yeah, I'm really happy that we did that. And hopefully, like a lot of you watching, you really got some like more insight on who they are and what they do and kind of like the style. And I mean, I know it's not for everybody, but I definitely think the people that can at least appreciate what they're doing, I think you can really find something something good out of it. Even though it's or maybe something bad. It's bad people doing bad things.
When I was editing my reaction for it, I'm gonna be honest, the more I was editing it, the more I came to really like appreciate the film, because I was starting to understand more and more what it was really about. And then I was like, damn, this is like, I wish more films were like this creative and were able to do like original stuff like this, because like Bad People Doing Bad Things, like we've never seen another film like that. Like there's nothing like it, and that's what I like about it. It's like its own thing. Like it doesn't feel like it's a copy of other things, but it feels like it's like, yeah, like it may like get ideas and inspirations from other stuff, but it feels like it's still able to be its own thing. And so you have the dog mask, and I'm not gonna lie, that dog, man, I really like that character, the dog man. They call him like Dog Man, I guess. Like, yeah, but yeah, that was definitely something like I had so much damn fun. That was something I'm gonna, man.
Okay.
I want to do more stuff like that,
I can't really
definitely.
hear me, but oh god, the dog was dogging me. Sorry.
Man,
Um, yeah, because I honestly like leading up to this, I didn't know like what to really expect because like this is
same.
our first time really doing something like this honestly huge. Like this is
Yeah,
a step for us, and I really wanted to do it right, and I wanted it to go well, and honestly, it went way better than I could
oh
have ever
man,
expected. Because
it
you
went
you kind of
so
don't know how
good.
things are gonna go.
And Gare Scare and Alex are both really down to earth people. Like they're
Yeah,
so
for
chill.
Yeah, their creativity is can be downright fucked up, but
Oh
like
yeah,
they're like it's always funny that the most like surreal people are the most like down to earth and like nice people. Like you like
yeah,
when you watch movies like that, you oh my God, this person has to be like batshit crazy, but in reality, they're as
just
normal
chill.
as us.
Yeah, and like I wasn't expecting their their films to be so in depth. Like we found out so much interesting stuff that we hadn't known about the movie. It's like they thought that deep into it. And that's what I really like about it is that they were able to create this universe and they put so much thought into it, and it's really like to me it's really inspiring how much thought they put into it because like every minute detail in bad people doing bad things they always had like some kind of like explanation for why they did this or why they did that, and I really liked that about bad people doing bad things, and it was so much fun learning why they made certain choices and stuff in the story.
Mhm.
And I think that's so cool because like I would have never guessed, but I love how much like thought they put into everything. They put so much thought.
Yeah, and I'm just looking through the comments right now. Someone said, "What kind of accent does Ramirez have?" We actually asked during the reaction. If you weren't here, you can go back at one point, but he pretty much said that Ramirez doesn't like really have an accent. He's kind of what did he say? That he's kind of like everything. Like he
Yeah,
kind of sound like he doesn't have a certain accent. It's just kind of him, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. That's
Um,
kind of how he explained it. By the way,
the
hi Chocolate
lettering.
Eyes, hi AJ, hi Slasher
Yeah, what's
Fanatic.
up?
I just want to say hi real
The
quick.
Yeah, the lettering reminds me of the lettering they used for the Megan logo. Real, hold on, actually, 'cause I can't think of the Megan logo at this.
I think he's talking about the
Yeah,
font in Spooky
yeah,
74.
yeah, he is, my bad, yeah. Here comes the gay ball eating dude.
Oh man. Man, that
Oh
scene.
god. Oh god. It's just so funny how you said that. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm Pride Month too. Sorry, I didn't expect that. What's up, my slasher brothers?
Yep. Slasher
Yeah.
Brothers.
Man, this was
Man. I'm gonna
my
definitely
driller.
like I can't wait to do more stuff like this though. This was so much fun.
Yeah, like especially like if we do the podcast or whatever and do something similar, like
Yeah.
definitely. We definitely gotta have a whole podcast of him. I mean that can
Oh
be
yes.
another way when we get that set up, we can ask Aaron and all that to come on the podcast and just talk about spooky and all that.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Definitely. And I definitely want to
Like
learn more about you know like I definitely want to ask him one day like what like inspired him to like become a filmmaker because I find that stuff kind of I find it fascinating because he's you know he has like just all these creative ideas and stuff, and I kind of want to know where it stems from, like what makes him want to do, because like I've wanted to do film since I was a teenager, like when I realized that's what I really wanted to do. And I just find that kind of stuff fascinating, and it's inspiring to me, like seeing him making all these cool things. I'm like, damn, like I want to do that too. It's just so creative and it's so like different from everything else.
I literally think that Garrett just yeah, he literally just posted the After Dark first trailer. So we literally were the first ones to see it. That's fucking awesome.
Oh man, goaded, dude, best best stream ever. That
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It especially like that went a lot better than my. Yeah, I didn't think it would actually go like I don't know. I didn't know how it was gonna go. I'm just glad it went like better than expected.
Yeah, definitely. It went so well. Like, I know that like when setting it up, I had a little bit of hiccups, but it wasn't that bad. Like,
Hmm.
I fixed them fairly quickly, but yeah, like I had so much fun. You know, it was fun getting insight on the film and everything, and learning more about what inspired the creation of Ramirez. And it gets me more excited for the future ahead because, man, it sounds like we got some crazy big things going on. So I definitely can't wait for that.
Yeah, and man, the trailers too. Like it's just crazy how they look so different, but yet it's
Yeah,
still kind of like in that same vein of that universe. But it's kind of like it's funny to say, but kind of like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's like it's the same thing, but not. It's a different, kind of world and
yeah,
experience. Like yeah, it's what man
it's definitely.
processing, still processing.
Yeah, I'm still. I'm gonna be thinking about the stream all night because of how much fun it was.
I mean, I'm pretty much about to start editing it right after this to upload it on my channel for tomorrow. So I'm pretty
Definitely.
much I'm about to relive it all. So I can't wait.
Yeah, and I definitely wanna. I'm gonna have to like whenever I'm able to. I'd love to come up with highlights or what I might do actually is I wanna like definitely keep the whole stream, but just like cut off the part where it's like the starting soon. I'm gonna cut that part off. I think and just like keep it as is. But I'm definitely. I think I'm gonna end the stream though. But it was definitely it was so much fun. Like I can't wait to do this again. This has been one of the most fun streams that I've been a part of and been and done and everything. If you guys
Yeah.
enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it, guys. If you want to see me stream more, definitely subscribe and leave a like on this, share it around. This has been a fun experience. I was joined here today by Damn Dude Industries, Gare, and Ramirez himself. Man, I, whew, it's been a fun night for sure. I'm
Ooh.
super thrilled to do this. What's up?
I'm just reading the comments. I want to answer. So I hope you don't get community guidelines strike to as restricted like Koi. Yeah, hopefully. That I mean that'd be I mean hopefully.
Yeah, I hope
Um,
not.
glad you glad you liked it, Josh. Yeah, and how's Vengeance the Chucky 3 going? So I'll say this. Um, I'm kind of still getting the script and everything together because I haven't actually said this yet, so this is the first. But the only reason Vengeance took so long was because I honestly I was really stumped on where to take the story because my life kept like um what do you want to say? Every time I was kind of I knew what I was doing. I either moved
oh
or
hey Scream
something
King.
happened. Oh shit, Scream Kings.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't see him in the chat so far. Uh,
Oh, it's
that,
AJ said actually I was talking about Chuggy vs. Slappy 3.
oh okay. I thought you said, okay. My bad. I thought you said oh Chucky v Slappy. I don't know why I thought Vincent to Chucky. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah.
Oh
Probably
I'm
is
still
two
I guess I'm still
threes.
processing. Yeah, my bad. I don't know.
No, you're
I'm
all
crazy.
good. I mean, you're definitely like so people know what's going on with Vengeance though.
Yeah, but yeah, Chucky v Slappy. I mean, I'm that's I mean you're starting that up soon, right?
I am, yeah. I am gonna probably record my lines in a few days for Swappy and then maybe for Chucky. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try to record my lines. I'm talking to people like the voice actors right now and try to get their lines. And I'm gonna film in I think about a week or so. I'm gonna try to get the filming like really soon and get that hopefully that wrapped up. I'm gonna start cause I have the plots like separated by act, and so I'm gonna try to get as much wrapped up as possible. Like the script's done and everything, like the trailer even states, but yeah, like I just gotta get the voice actors voices, and I gotta get my voices. I've been thinking of like for the end credits, like I might do like a song, like a cover, and I have a few cover songs. I might do one more just for the credits, but yeah, I have a lot planned. The voice acting, the filming. I have kind of an idea on how I want to do all that. I just kind of got to think it through, and yeah, I can't wait to finally do it. Josh will be in it as well.
Yes, I will be. And hi, Israel Jalapi. I see your
Yo,
yos.
Israel, what's up?
But yeah, I trust me, my part of it in Chucky vs. Labby is it's definitely something. I'll tell you that. I can't wait to do it. When you guys like, honestly, I have no clue how people are gonna take it because it's so out there. But
Yeah,
you know, it's see. Actually, I could say this with stuff like bad people, bad doing bad things. It kind of like just seeing all of this too. It really makes you more open to do more out there stuff because if
yeah,
Garrett's able to do this stuff and there's there's people to follow along with it, then when we do stuff that we think is out there, it's kind of like we can look at this and be like, oh, well, actually he did it, so why can't I do it,
yeah.
so Chucky v Slabby is definitely that, bro. It's definitely like crazy, it's random, it's all
Oh
over the
yeah.
place, but also is so tight.
I'm not gonna lie. I had to remove some plot details from the like there's some things I had to get rid of because it wouldn't fit or it was too like out there. I will say one thing I had an idea for is Slappy was gonna hypnotize me and he's gonna dress me up like an Oreo and I was gonna be dancing. And, like basically, I was gonna be like saying Oreo over and over. It was gonna be like over a beat, and like I'd animate to where like I was like dressed up like an Oreo, and I'd be dipping like the Oreo cookie that I'm dressed up as into like a glass of milk, and I couldn't find a place to put it in, so I had to like scrap it. And then there's like
Hmm.
another scene I had an idea for where Raz would talk, and she'd get like excited because like all the characters would start fighting, but that got scrapped because I didn't find any place for it. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas I had to get rid of, but I think like the final like thing will be exciting. But definitely before we go, I do want to hear more about Vengeance because I'm sure you want to talk more about that and what's going on with
Well,
the developing.
I was actually just gonna say, I'm not gonna get too into it because I'm still like, just long story short, like the script's coming along good. It just took a while to I really wanted it to have a good ending. You guys
Yeah,
deserve a good final act, and even though it took years, it literally took years to just come up with something that I felt was good enough for you guys. And you guys can watch it and be like, this is ass, but to me it's like, it took years to like finally get to where I'm at now. So I just
yeah,
have to pretty much finish the script, and then once it's finished, it's all full send after that. And the goal is I really want to get Vengeance 3 out next to Chucky v Slappy 3. I knowing me, it probably won't come out exactly the same. I have a tendency to start working on something and then stop and then work again, so I need to get over that bad habit that I have because that was why Vengeance 1 and 2
yeah,
there were months apart that I didn't work on it, and that's why like the hair changes and there's mistakes in it. I don't want to make that mistake again. So I'm gonna try to like get over that, and
yeah,
hopefully, like with Rome working on Chucky v Slappy 3, you guys can also get Vengeance. So it's kind of like you get both of both worlds. It's like we
yeah,
both are ending like us. I guess you could say we're moving from the past and we're going to the future, and that's
yeah,
kind of like what how I see me and Rome getting our projects done is it's like it's a letting go of the past and kind of going into our the future, and I
yeah,
can't wait for you all to see it because I've read some of the script for Chucky v Slappy 3, it looks like it's gonna be a great time. Chucky, Vengeance of Chucky is gonna be a very depressing time. It's that's one thing I can say is Rome is giving you the more fun, kind of serious kind of side, and I'm giving you the more grounded, depressing, like, because Vengeance 3 is not gonna be goofy, it's not gonna be funny, it is
Dark
gonna be a
story.
grounded, yeah, it's gonna be it's like the Joker. If you think of the movie The Joker, it's gonna be like that kind of tone where it's it's a continuation years after the last one, and it's just gonna be a really sad kind of ride, but you're also gonna be kind of rooting for the main character to get through that. So it's like,
Yeah,
because if you were in that situation and let's say it was your friend seeing you that way, they would want you to like get through it. So it's kind of like that, where it's like you're rooting for the me, I guess, and it also, like Vengeance does, it evolves like real life elements to it. So Vengeance 3 is pretty much in a way you seeing my life from the last few years and like what I've been up to and doing and dealing with behind the scenes. So it's not really a fiction anymore. It's more
yeah,
of like it's like you're really looking at my life through the lens of like you know a movie, I guess you could say. And that's probably like going to be the most interesting part is it's a really down the earth but disturbing kind of tale.
yeah.
So I can't wait
I'm
for you
definitely looking
guys to
forward
get
to it.
the yeah. So can't wait for you guys to get Chucky v Slappy and Vengeance together. You kind of just I just really love that you're gonna get you know kind of like Rome's kind of style, and then you're gonna get a completely new kind of style from me. So it's kind of like we're both kind of growing into our own from the
Yeah,
our previous work, and I think that's what's exciting about it is kind of seeing us, start from what we did, and now like you kind of see the evolution, I guess you could say, and I think that's really
yeah.
exciting.
And for me, like Chucky vs. Rabbit 3 is sort of like a way of closing the door of
Hmm.
like what I was doing before, like opening a new one. So like the future projects I do want to do are gonna be a lot darker and a lot more like horror based, and like I have like my original Killer Doll character will be introduced hopefully in the next coming months, and I have a really interesting idea for him, and I don't want to get into too much into it, but my original Killer All character, all I gotta say for now is that it's probably the most fucked up take you'll ever see of a Killer Doll. Like, it's like the thing is pure evil, pretty much, and that's the whole point of it. And then, not to mention the guy in my profile picture, he has an identity. I call him Clown Nine. I want to give him some backstory too, and give him sort of like some origin and like explain like what he's all about and stuff and what his purpose is. Because I have like an idea for a series that will go into that, and yeah, I'm overall excited. I think Sugar for Swappy 3 might be my last like fan project, maybe. Like I'm thinking about canceling my like other fan projects, but I'm not certain. Like I'm just gonna put it on the back burner for now, and just focus on like my original Killer Doll and Dreadface and who else? Twisted Jack maybe, and just everything else that I want to do. Pretty much, I'm gonna try to focus just on those things, and
Yeah.
yeah, cause I want to do original stuff and I want to do horror stuff because I like doing the comedy stuff. Like I like making people laugh. Laughter's the best
Hmm.
medicine, as they say. But at the same time, I want to tell darker stories. I want to also scare people. I want to shock people. I want to disturb people. And I mean, yeah, like I said, I may dip into comedy every now and then, but I want my main focus to be strictly horror and trying to terrify people with my ideas, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. And Trailer vs. Slappy 3 will have an end credit scene. I did write something like end credit scene. Like, I kind of described what would happen, but I've been thinking of ideas, and I might change it a little bit. And just so, because I don't have everything I need to do the original intended scene I wanted to do, so I may have to change it a bit. And I have kind of a cool idea how I want to do it, so I just have to like do that. But overall, I'm excited to bring you guys Chuggy vs. Slappy 3 finally after years of it being on the back burner because of COVID, and then because of the writer's block, and like whenever I try to write it, something would get in the way. And I'm glad that it's finally coming to a head, once and for all. And I'm excited for Vengeance of Chucky 3. That will be super awesome to finally see that come out. And you said you just started writing it as well?
Like, well, I've actually written, I guess you could say parts of it over time, but I would say
Uh,
now is like when it's finally kind of, because the one thing I really could not figure out was how to start it and how to end it. I knew the middle part,
yeah,
I knew everything going there, but the beginning and end was just so hard for me. And part of that was, I think, because of the identity of it. But
yeah,
I think now, like, being a more like psychological thriller, I think is a really good way to explain it. It's basically just it's funny because Vengeance 3 is technically you're seeing why Vengeance 3 didn't come out, if that makes sense, because it's
yeah,
technically going through, like mental health, and and it's also like transitioning from Chucky to, like you said earlier about us doing our own original work. Vengeance 3 really won't have Chucky in it. Like maybe like a scene or two. He's really not in it at all because I want to be able to take it to like maybe a festival or something. If I can make it original enough, I don't want to
yeah,
completely just forget about the other episodes just to make it fit into a festival. But
yeah,
Vengeance 3 definitely is like a transition into like going from Chucky to my own thing, and that's probably the biggest thing about it, is it definitely feels like very different from the other
yeah,
two. It's just, it's very, yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. But it is like a psychological thriller that's really heavily based on mental health. I would say that's the best way to describe Vengeance 3, is just mental health. That's probably the best way I can like put it. And by the way,
I'm
AJ, you said
excited.
he looks like a hybrid between Pennywise, both 2017 and 1990, and Art the Clown. I don't know if you're talking about me or just saying that, but if you're talking about me, that's an honor, I guess. It's funny because I've had people say I look like Art the Clown, like I don't even need like the prosthetics or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, man. That
Yeah.
I can't wait though. You sound like you definitely know what you're doing. You have a plan, and I can't wait to see that come into full fruition. And I'm sure it'll come out just how you want it, and it'll look just as good as you want it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's probably I really hope everyone likes it. It's
yeah,
just very different. Like I definitely think when you see it, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, well, this isn't the Vengeance I watched. But I mean, it's kind of like with Spooky and all that. You got to do something
yeah,
different, and you know, I feel like it's
definitely.
pretty different.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait, and we all need more different stuff in general. And now Clown 9. Oh, he was talking about like when he said he looks like a hybrid between.
Oh,
He's talking about like
got it,
my profile picture of my character Clown 9, which
got it. That
yeah,
makes a lot more sense.
honestly, I got the inspiration from Clown 9's design because of Insane Clown Posse a little bit, and a little bit of the Jack of the Box mascot. But the idea behind Clown 9, I can't wait to explore his character more because he has he has a very set mission, and how he gets to that point to where he's like, I want to do this, or I need to do this, is interesting. And he's influenced by a sinister force to do these things, and that's why I can't wait to explore his character because he's someone that I definitely, I really want to, cause like for a while he didn't have a name, like he didn't have an actual name until I just thought of something, and I was like, for a while I was just brainstorming, and then I'm like, the feeling Cloud 9, which means extremely happy. I think it'd be cool if I made a play on that and made his name Clown 9, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. That's brilliant. And so that's how he got his name.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, it's like, I like his name. I definitely am excited to show you guys more of him at the moment. I do want to get a mask made of him. I'm gonna try to go for a cheaper alternative right now because I was gonna get like a really like high quality one made, by someone like they make like like dead mouse helmets I think, and like marshmallow
Mm.
helmets, and basically like they charge like they pretty much told like gave me the total of like 200, or it's 2,200 it was, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's I know that it will look great, but maybe I should go for something cheaper and work up to that point. So at the moment, I'm gonna try to see if I can find someone who will like charge me a good amount, like a good price to make this mask, and I do want to look around for that because I was thinking of like more of like a creepier, like cursed looking mask, and so I'm gonna see what I can find, but I'm excited to really portray that character because, in a sense, he's me, and like sort of like a more like like he's like an evil version of myself, if that makes sense, and that's why like I definitely I think about him a lot. Like I'm like I really need to do this. I need to tell this guy's story finally because he's just such an interesting character. Like the ideas I have for him are just so interesting, and I have like an interesting like idea for his weapons as well. And without exploring what kind of weapons they are exactly, all I'm gonna say is they're dual knives.
Dual
And
knives.
yeah, they're gonna be dual wielded knives, and he's gonna have names for them. And I got the idea of that from Devil May Cry because Dante names his pistols like his dual pistols. And I had the idea, what if Cloud9 named his knives, and he like had like the knives had like very like they had distinct like features, like they looked a little bit different from each other or something, and he had a name for both of them. And so that's what I'm gonna definitely do, and I can't wait for you guys to see him because he's sort of like why all my films are gonna sort of like be a thing, if that makes sense, without spoiling
Mm.
too much. But yeah, I'm excited to portray him. No one really knows, like of course like the icon of the characters, like it's very like recognizable, but no one actually knows who he is, and I want to change that. I want people to know who he is. I want people to know his purpose. I want people to know what he stands for, and hopefully I could do that after Chugga vs. Flapper 3, and that's one of the first things I want to work towards is really telling this guy's story and through the sort of like a series kind of, and the series can have like a very like it's gonna have like episodes that are different from each other, so it's like not really gonna follow a format all the time, and so I'm excited to really do that. But yeah, overall, I should definitely. I don't know what you're talking about, me, bruh. Oh boy.
Oh, I mean, I know what he's talking about. I mean, he's kind of like I've heard a lot about that character behind the scenes too. I I always thought actually, come to think of it, that I don't know how you would do this. It'd probably be a big ass budget, but it would be cool if Cloud9 was kind of like Carnage in a way, where he uses his arms and shit to like shapeshift stuff as weapons. I
Hmm.
always thought that would be kind of interesting because like he just looks like he would like you know be able to do that in a way. But I mean, obviously, it's your character, you do what you want.
Yeah.
But that I think that would be kind of interesting if he was like Carnage in a way where he can shapeshift like his hand into like a axe or a sword or whatever, or kind of like Pennywise when he got like into the spider thing in the after the first
Oh
movie, I
yeah.
believe, or was it the second?
I never thought of that. That'd be interesting, actually. And I did have a couple of other ideas for like weapons. Like I had this really interesting idea, like like the shurikens that like have grenades on the end of them, like in Ninja Gaiden. Like
Mm-hmm.
well, like there's like these shurikens, like like ninja stars.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, they're like that, but like they have like grenades. Like they're not shaped like stars. They have like grenades on the end of them. They're Ninja Gaiden, and I had an idea where like it'd be like a knife, and there'd be like a clown nose in the middle of the handle, like in the middle of the handle on the blade. And I had this
Mm-hmm.
idea that when he'd throw it, or when that like that clown nose would pop, like it would explode. And that's an idea I had for a weapon that Cloud Nine would use, but I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna do that. But like, basically, I have like pretty much a lot of ideas for the character and a lot of the people that he would go after. I had the idea of naming them like opposers, like people that are just in his way, and he like feels like he needs to take care of them. And so that's kind of like the idea that I had for the character, and basically like Clown Nine's whole purpose would be to like do sort of like things that would in a way set up events for like films I want to do. And
Mm-hmm.
so like in the actual films themselves, it wouldn't actually really show him, but it behind the scenes like it would like really like be him pulling the strings and like setting things up, and having
Mm-hmm.
like making things happen pretty much.
He's pretty much a puppet master. Damn
Yeah,
near.
and he has a sort of like in a way he's being puppeteered himself, and that's something I can't wait to explore. I'm super excited to explore that. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of plans. I could talk about that character all day. I can't wait to portray him finally. So I definitely
Yeah.
should end it before I go on a long tangent.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Also,
definitely.
Romeo, you're gonna
Go.
have to censor some of the stream because of nudity. God, you late for that? It's kinda, I don't know if he can go back and censor that, so he might
Yeah,
just have to tell YouTube, hey, there's nudity in this. Don't take it down though. Like, cause you could do the thing in I think editing. We you know how when we upload a video and we can choose like, is there violence in it and all of that, and they'll keep
yeah.
it up. You just won't run ads. You could probably just do that so they don't at least take it down.
Or
You
like
might
age
not get ads,
restriction.
but yeah.
And like maybe like YouTube will not detect it because like there's like so much filters over it, and it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
like tell at some points too.
Mm-hmm. That's
But
true.
yeah, definitely if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content. Definitely subscribe to Code Slasher. Subscribe to Damn Dude Industries. Subscribe to Gare Scare's channel. His link is in the description below. I started to put yours down there. I'm gonna definitely do that after the stream. Um,
Mm.
you definitely follow all the links in the description below. To everyone that was involved in this, I like I said, I had fun doing this. This was so much fun, and it's fun talking about everything at the end as well, and learning insight on the film and whatnot, and talk about our own ideas. Definitely got to do this more often. I guess it was a
Definitely.
fun experience. But
Yeah, when I actually get a computer.
oh yeah, yeah, we still gotta figure out what's going on with your current one. But
Yeah.
until then, I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to keep on slashing.
And
And
the secret real.
yep.